What is up, ladies and germs? Another day, another ride, another video. I got a little something I want to get on video. Just gonna say that I'm gonna talk about helmets for a bit. I know that, well, I hope that a lot of you know that it's not necessary, but it is better for everyone to change your helmet every 4 years. It's not a necessity, but it is better and it is safer. If you guys don't know that, I'm gonna explain why. It's mainly because, you know, when you first buy your helmet, it's like really tight, right? Like it's supposed to be, and over time, maybe like a few weeks, the padding inside stretches out a bit and it takes form of your head, and it's more comfortable. And that happens over a few weeks, that the padding expands. So if that happens in a few weeks, you can imagine after 4 years, the padding is like, it's stretched out, and yeah, it's just not as protective. There's less padding and there's more room between the padding and the helmet. So every 4 years you're supposed to change your helmet. You don't have to, like I said. It's just, you know, it's whatever you want. It's better. Right now I am really happy with my helmet. I bought it when I got my license. Hello, sir. And I had a really shitty one when I did my course. Like, it was, when I wore it, I didn't feel safe, but I was in a parking lot doing the course, right? So I wasn't going faster than like 30 kilometers per hour. So whatever, it was like $50 and whatever. So when I was done my course and I got my license, I got the one that I have now. I really don't remember. I think it's FR17 or something like that, but it's HJC. What is going on today? So yeah, it's HJC, and when I bought it, I had a silver and red CBR, and then I had a black and red Ninja. So I bought the helmet, and it was flat black with some red tribal. Really nice helmet, good looking helmet. And the main reason why I bought that helmet is because I'm very picky, and I tried on a lot of helmets, and most of them, after like 5 minutes of wearing them, they hurt my head. And I bought one once, and I wore it for a short ride. And by short ride, I mean like 30 minutes. And that helmet was just so uncomfortable. My head really hurt, and it was very noisy. Very noisy. I had a headache from the sound of the traffic on the highway. That's how noisy it was. Full face helmet. So I went back and I explained to them, and they were very understanding. I had it for one day. They took it back. And I explained to them that I wanted something less noisy and comfortable within my price range, and I got it. So I got that one. They didn't have it in store, but he explained to me that for my price range and what I wanted, that was the best one, and they ordered it for me. And it turned out to be the best helmet I've had, even though it's like the second one I've had, but I've worn quite a bit of them trying to find the right one. When you're buying a helmet, the best thing to do is to put it on, first of all, and see if you can bite your cheeks. If you open your mouth and then close it and you're biting your cheeks, you have a full cheek in your mouth, that's too tight. But if you can bite your cheek just a little bit, then it should be fine, because in a few weeks it's going to stretch out a bit and you're gonna be comfortable. That's the first thing you got to look for. And the second thing is walk around a bit. Walk around the store. I know you're gonna look kind of funny, but just walk around a bit for like 5-10 minutes. Look around and see if the helmet hurts you. The sound is something that you're not gonna know until you try it, because there's nothing loud in that store, loud enough that compares to traffic on the highway on a motorcycle, because that shit it's like when you're just standing in the metro and the metro flies by, it's like ridiculously loud. Plus you got the pipes, you got all kinds of cars, exhausts, it's pretty loud. So that you're just gonna have to wait and see and hope for the best. So yeah, those are things that I mainly look for in a helmet. And the sound on this helmet is amazing. It's like, as you can see, like, I'm on the highway doing my vlogs, and I put my microphone in like a little between the padding, and like there is barely any wind noise, like compared to how it should be, like what you should be hearing. The sound, I think, in my videos is very, very good. So I'm happy about this helmet. But next year is going to be 4 years that I have the helmet, and although this helmet is amazing, I would just not like to take a risk of, God forbid, I crash or fall and I hit my head. I want all the protection that I can get. So I was gonna wait until next year, but last night when I got home, I was afraid it would be cold after work at midnight, so I wore these winter gloves, and it actually turned out to be pretty hot last night. So my hands were sweating the whole time, and when I got home, I took off my gloves and I took off my helmet, and when I took off my helmet, my helmet just slipped out of my hands and it fell. So that's another thing that you need to know about helmets, is if you drop your helmet, don't even think about it. Don't think about keeping it. it's just not worth the risk, because dropping it once, I don't mean like you know, like a 1 foot drop from your hand to the table or something. I mean like really drop it. That can cause damage to the helmet, and it could cause a crack, like microscopic crack that you can't even see. And that's all it takes for one crash, and that little crack is you know, it's gonna do some damage, and that little crack is gonna be a huge crack, and your head is not gonna be protected, and I don't even know what would happen. Picture a piñata. So when you drop your helmet, the best thing to do is to just replace it, and that's what happened to me last night. So I am going to see if I can find a helmet today, and honestly, I don't want to go through all that crap looking for a helmet again, but I have no choice. And I mean, I was supposed to change it next year anyways, so it's not so bad. Like, I got a good 3 years out of this helmet, but at the same time, I don't want to see it go. If I have a picture of it, I'll add it here. So if I end up finding another helmet, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna talk about it, and maybe I might try and do a mic setup video. I think that would be cool if I can get the right lighting and crap. So yeah, that's what basically what I wanted to talk about. The bike is good so far. It's still fast enough. Everyone loves it. Everyone who sees it just is in awe, and a lot of people wanna sit on it. I hate it when people do that. Yeah, a lot of people just say like, "Oh my God, it's so nice." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Oh, can I sit on it?" No, you cannot sit on it. It's not a bicycle. Yeah, there was this one guy. Before I stop the video, I just wanna add this one thing. This one guy told me that his girlfriend had a brand new CBR 600, and she went into the mall to pick up something, and while she was in the mall, apparently there was this kid and his mom, and the kid was like, "Whoa, motorcycle!" So I don't know why kids have to like poke everything, but that's exactly what the kid did. He poked the motorcycle, and CBR 600. It's a decent sized bike. I mean, it's no featherweight, but it's a pretty light bike considering. So, but still, I don't know how a kid would push over a motorcycle by poking it, but that's what happened. And the motorcycle, obviously the CBR, it has fairings all over the place. I've had one of those, and it's just completely fairings. I would say 50% of the bike is fairings. So it fell over, and it would have costed her $4,000 to fix the bike, just the fairings. Then there's the lights and the handlebars. That's a completely different thing. So she ended up having to get a new bike because she didn't have the cash. Anyways, guys, I'm at the bike shop. And I'm gonna see what I can get. Stay tuned.